Welcome back to Lost Odyssey. So now that we're done with the Crimson Forest, time to go back to Numara. See, here's an improvement from Blue Dragon.
City of Numara.
Here's an improvement from Blue Dragon. Whenever I go to the world map, there's the blue dotty thingy telling me where I'm supposed to go next, which means in cases where I have multiple locations available to me at once, I don't have to blindly guess. Thank you. Why couldn't you think of this when you made Blue Dragon?
Because it was supposed to be probably
a Blue Dragon on a much more... Sorry.
It was supposed to be more of a throwback also to, you know, the PlayStation era, in which the world map did not have indicators where we're supposed to go. As I forgot if I mentioned when I recorded the original run of Final Fantasy VII, but as a reminder, the very first time I played the game, I completely skipped over Gongora.
Oh, sure.
I did not know it was supposed to be a location.
See, the thing is, Teo, I will argue that PS1 Final Fantasies are better designed and make it relatively easy to figure out where you're supposed to go if you have a basic good sense of direction. Blue Dragon, on the other hand, I will argue it's not as well designed on that level. But
so
yeah.
Where to now?
Well, first off,
time you just did a U-turn. Where are you going?
I need to demonstrate the townspeople my spin dash.
Exactly. See. Basically, I forgot that I was supposed to go into the center of the plaza. So.
And the industry says that a Flash game is not possible. I mean, a game starring the Flash.
Really?
Well,
industry where Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, exactly. You have Sonic games serving as a good template for that. I mean, it's like
it's been since 1991. No one's figured it out yet.
The boost gameplay in particular could serve as a good foundation, but anyway, I'm not criticizing you, son. I'd rather just keep you to one side of the street rather than standing pointlessly in the middle, blocking the way. Yes, there you go, taking a jab at annoying NPCs in towns. Java, go ahead.
And of course, as is typical, this fight is going to keep us from progressing.
Yeah.
The person dead there.
Not that it matters. Let's just get back to the main story.
Oh well.
Basically, it's your cue to keep you from going where you're not supposed to just yet.
Beloved citizens of Uhra, I am Tolten, son of the late King Cypher. Please heed my words. At this moment, our nation.
Oh, if it isn't that little scamp from Uhra.
It's the council. I wonder what's going on. What would be so important that they'd have
How nice of them to send a broadcast even over here.
I am overwhelmed with shame at the number of people who died in that battle. Furthermore, I must inform the people that His Excellency, the Venerable Chairman Roxian, who has led the council since our nation became a...
Yes.
Yes, quote-unquote the sudden
illness. He died of quote-unquote illness.
Yes, it's an illness known as stabbingitis.
So one chancellor dies and immediately restore the monarchy now.
Into the first Galactic Empire!
And I love this bit in a moment.
Surely we must...
Speaking of Gongora, check this out.
They're trying to stop something, right?
Yeah, the poor children don't understand anything.
Of course it had to be number 45. I mean...
I love it just to... Wait! Me? I didn't knew that!
He sure knows how to ham it up.
What did...
See? Even...
He's kidding, right?
It's nothing but government by Regent.
My beloved citizens, allow me to illustrate one of the reasons that
I can't wait to hear this.
Oh. Hi.
You see this giant boat in the water that is shaped like a boot?
Do we have like a camera behind them or something?
Hold on, Taylor. They're going to explain.
There's...
Did they use it? He used AI to change their voices, the bastard.
Don't worry, we're going to
There's
explain.
actually a cameraman right behind them.
Don't worry, we're going to explain how they got that footage. Don't worry.
What? Hey, let the NPC just start. What?
Wait. We are planning to attack them?
Our army was swept up in the devastation at the Wall Island. It is in times like these when a king who can lead Uhra to victory, like my late father, is
Oh.
invincible.
So, Kai.
What the
Yeah.
hell is
This ain't good.
Explain yourself.
I'm telling you, I don't know anything.
You've been used.
Me? By Gongora? You gotta be kidding me. I was just in it for the money.
There. See? He didn't slip.
Yeah, okay. So now you know. But all he asked me to do is keep an eye on you guys. You gotta believe me.
Then what was that?
That is true. That is all he told them, as we saw.
That was, well...
Kind.
Well, bad and apparently to use the Black Pearl on them.
We need to deal with him before we look for Sarah.
But, to be fair, he did ultimately not use it on them.
Know the whole story.
Lord knows if that innocent
and
guard
Khan
will
says
ever
it
get
doesn't
his
matter.
memories back.
Let him see us.
I mean, what's the worst
I
he
want
can
him
do to them?
As we close in on him.
Yep.
I want him to see the end coming.
I mean, Kaim is immortal, so it's not like he has to fear much from Gongora.
Out. Man. You know, he's a handful. Even
Then again, Gongora might have something up his sleeve if he knew how to wipe
you
an
not-
immortal's memory.
Do you not remember what you used the pill for?
Here's a correction, Dweebs. The voice actor did not remember the take
Yeah.
you mentioned about the pearl. That's
I'm-
probably what happened.
I'm willing to bet.
Wow, we're already under attack. That must be a new record.
You alright?
Chuck a meteor. We nearly got hit by a meteor. What do you think?
Poor children, being exposed to death of their parents, horrible politics, and now war in the span of like what, 1 day tops?
Which is funny because, I mean, I don't remember, keep in mind, at the time of this recording, I have yet to record the entire game. I'm at the end of this too right now. But if there are, I've forgotten, I can't remember right now if Tolten has non-voiced lines, but if he does, I'll give the character to Dwebs, because I feel like his voice would be best.
If I recall correctly, they are tied to his side quest, which is, opening some of the murals
Don't worry.
stuff.
We'll be fine.
I say we surprise him by running away.
You. Shut up.
Alright, while the children run to safety, we'll take care of the fucking tank.
You know, I think they've noticed us.
Yeah.
If we put up a struggle here,
Again, you can tell the VA is just taking the piss.
So that means we should do what?
So, is that an Uhra tank that came here?
Yes, you will see, if I recall correctly, it's commandeered by, bisexual Heihachi.
So
Yeah.
we let ourselves get caught. That's brilliant.
we should let them know fighting won't solve anything.
Then we'll need the power of the Queen.
Also, I think Uhra's actually where Gongora is. I think we're in Numara.
No, I get, but like these are the Numara people that right now. So basically,
Well, that's why I asked
We're
these,
not spies.
well, I asked if these guys were from Uhra because it looked like they were the ones who fired the shot in their own city for some reason.
remember,
Remember, the guy
bisexual,
staging
yeah,
basically a coup,
bisexual Hayashi is still after us. So
and he plans to overthrow the queen anyway.
yeah, that too.
Wow, everything that can go
Speaking
wrong
of
is
which,
going wrong.
All right, so now we're actually going to explain properly where they got that footage from.
Then what is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of what?
For ordinary travelers, you've certainly managed to get involved in some extraordinary...
Man, you're tall. You're tall.
I
Jeesh.
apologize for pretending to be something I'm not. I just want you to hear me out.
This guy must be like 8 feet
You're
tall.
going to tell me what
These close-ups, like a
Holy
weird
cow.
episode of The Office.
Where's the queen?
They animated every wrinkle and blemish on his face. Holy
Again,
cow.
for a free... Ouch. Or for a 360 game, Xbox 360, having the characters being this expressive was kind of a novelty.
That's probably
Even Final Fantasy 13, I argue, was not this expressive with its faces.
I don't
Sure,
know.
it still had it, but not to this degree.
I think well, I'm not entirely sure if that's really the case.
Well then, let's expose those eyes for what they really are. Our country's
by tearing them out.
Impressive powers themselves.
I am flattered, General.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Although yes, this game did have Microsoft's backing, so there you go. So this mage here is going to there you go. Turns out Gongora put a little magical mini camera inside Jensen's eye without his knowledge. There you go.
Wow.
Crystals of magic energy.
It was Gongora's way of spying on the. So basically, Gongora has been aware of everything we've been doing up until this point.
See, like I said, he did have a cameraman there. Just the cameraman didn't know he was the cameraman.
I'm just gonna jam it up his ass and be like, see this arsehole.
Considering he has a gigantic codpiece sleeves, I don't know.
I love that. Hey, you know, I'm not that smart to pull that off, dude.
Is most likely telling the truth.
What?
He is, in fact, too dumb to
He's just that dumb.
Be aware of them. I could tell that much when I removed them. This is high level.
Also, why are you wearing, good sir? Like seriously. And I thought the outfit, and I thought Numara's outfits in Final Fantasy X were ridiculous. Man, that takes the cake.
No, the costumes.
No, most of the outfits are fine. It's just that the sorcerer's outfit looks so impractical and uncomfortable to wear.
One really day I need to show you the adaptations of Dune, Pedro.
Sure.
There's just no getting through to that.
You're gonna kill us still, huh?
Don't have much of a choice.
Alright, here we go. The soldiers went into the battle started right before the soldiers could knock into the camera.
Well, it was nice of them to, I guess, give us a chance to get ready to fight.
Mm-hmm. There you go. They're even called Numara Heavy Corps and everything. So.
Yeah.
All right. Let's let Kaim and Seth handle this since.
And we have shield cannons.
Well, it's practical.
Yeah, it is. See now.
Defended while also attacking.
See now, that actually is practical. Yeah. Yeah. Continue. Defend. Go ahead.
All of you, die!
There we are. And I guess the rest of the guards just can't be bothered, I guess.
Oh well.
You'd think it would be one of those battles, Tale, where it's 4, then the other 4 more came in after the first row, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I get the idea they did only to represent, still the idea of the scale you're fighting with, which it's something they did it also with the battle with Numara soldiers at the base of the Grand Staff.
What's happening? Can't see!
A little smoke screen maneuver.
Ah, that is a smoke. It's steam. Oh my goodness, this is awful.
I love Jensen's comment. Are those your moms? I love this game.
And when Matsu decided to put the xylophone, the quirky xylophone.
It's so criminal that this game is stuck on Microsoft's jail cell. You know what's the sad part too? Sorry, go ahead.
I guess at least it is still possible to play it on modern tech, but
it is, but only on Xbox, but only on Xbox consoles.
It's more like it would be nice to have a PC port, Joe. That's all.
Yeah, I'll admit it is weird it didn't get a PC port.
Well, that's
Also,
because
yes.
that's because remember this is a 360 game, and the 360 games only get released via backwards compatibility, and the backwards compatibility program only applies to the Xbox consoles. It doesn't apply to PC. So unless Microsoft has some kind of plan to maybe port these emulations to PC, I'm pretty confident we're not going to get anything.
Like I said, it's possible that they could, but yeah, like you mentioned, the issue is, will they bother?
You know what's interesting? The sad part too. I don't know if you saw the recent interviews. Oh god, what are you doing? We're gonna get caught.
But I wanna loot the place. Oh.
Not today.
You can loot the place later.
You can actually. So yeah, sure.
In terms of this game's popularity, I know it's not the most talked about, but did it at least, you know, get enough of an audience that it makes sense to give it a PC port, or is it one of those cases where it's so niche that Microsoft didn't bother?
Yeah, Joe,
again,
this is a JRPG on the Xbox 360. Do the math.
Like, okay, but still, considering the people behind it, you think that would have turned some heads.
I also, but in that case, I get the idea that, you know, Sakaguchi
Blue Dragon spoiled things. Oh, sorry.
That too. That didn't help.
I get the idea Sakaguchi is too busy right now to focus on the console and PC port of Fantasian.
Yeah.
So there is that.
I don't know if he'd really get say on whether or not this gets a Steam port anyway.
No. That's the thing too. Yeah, like Jova just said. Technically, Microsoft can just easily port this without even asking Sakaguchi, because this game belongs to them. Sakaguchi has no control over what gets done with this game.
Imagine a Lost Odyssey remake.
I will argue it doesn't need one. Just remaster it into modern platforms, and that's enough.
Much better.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, my best guess is, like you've mentioned, Blue Dragon kind of spoiled the waters, so
yeah.
Even if there was an audience, I'm guessing they weren't as...
For me, it did.
By this, and yes,
also,
Matt's tired.
Also, I argue, Jova, that regardless of an audience, every game should kind of have the right for a release of some kind, so it could be accessible.
Oh, I agree.
Obviously. I mean, that goes without saying.
Oh, yeah. I agree. I'm just going off of the company logic, essentially, because, you know, unfortunately, it has to make sense to the company.
See,
I mean, remember, Jova, me and Pedro... Oh, hello. There's the Queen. Me and Pedro have been kind of mentioning this commentary, Jova, but Banana is having kind of a terrible track record with these, despite the popular games, but it would make sense for them to port and them not doing it.
Yeah, specifically the Tales of games. To their credit, they have recently done stuff like the Klonoa collection and the Button Kaitos collection. So to be fair, they're not completely.
My point is that in terms of popularity for the discourse we were just having, it kind of doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. When it comes to this game, remember, this game, when it came out, it was critically acclaimed, obviously, and it was also well regarded by JRPG fans, obviously, right? The problem is it's a JRPG on the Xbox 360, which means Japanese audiences are out because Japan doesn't buy Xbox consoles. Right, which meant that the only possible support would be from the West. Problem is, remember, this is an Xbox 360 game. Back in the
Holy cow, this guy!
Back in the Xbox 360 era, most of the Xbox 360 audience was, you know, people who love Halo, Call of Duty, and stuff like that. JRPG fans were mostly on PS3, so. Again, it's a multitude of factors, and yes, like Jova said, the fact that Blue Dragon spoiled the waters didn't help either.
Also, what's it called?
Jensen, keep it up.
The overly animation of General Ayachis was kind of hilarious there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, seriously, the mannerisms, the mocap actor must have had an absolute blast.
Of course, secret passage in the Queen's Bedchamber.
I mean, we had a secret passage earlier, so might as well have this one as well.
Bye. Curses,
like
boiled again.
But yeah, no.
Boiled by door.
it's like no, that's just the problem. Combined with the fact that Microsoft, back in the day, it's not that they didn't market the game, period, but they didn't market it on the same level as they would market a Halo game or a Gears of War game, right?
Blue Dragon did have a bundle edition with the 360, but I don't know if this one did.
But it was a Japan-only bundle. So
I gotta say, given the generation, though, I find it ironic that they advertised more so the cartoony game more than the realistic-looking anime-esque game.
Also variety drove, I think.
Probably.
Hey, stop coming around. They're gonna catch up to us.
You're not my mom. Don't tell me what to do.
That's
My
like
mom's either dead or immortal.
I love that quiet man-esque thing. Like level starts, level ends. You might as well have jumped to this cutscene immediately.
Oh no.
And now we actually fight the tank.
I will stop you forever, Snake. My philosopher legacy will be mine.
That being said, to Jova, to the credit as well, you can easily get yourself an Xbox One. Those Xbox Ones right now are really cheap to get, so you can get one and play this game. It's not on Game Pass, even though it should, because it's a first-party game. So I don't know why it's not on Game Pass. But
a legit surprise.
No, that's the thing. That's the weird part, Joby. Okay, you know how one of the big selling points of Game Pass is all first-party games are on there, right? Except for the new tier, but we're not here to talk about that. But you'd think that would also apply to the back catalog, right? The first-party games.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
And
I'm honestly surprised.
And to their credit, a lot of them, all the Halo games are there, all the Gears games are there, yes. But why aren't Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey in there as well? They're first-party games. There's nothing stopping Microsoft from putting these on Game Pass, and yet they don't.
Like I said, I'm just as surprised as you that this isn't on Game Pass. I honestly thought that, you know, stuff like this in Blue Dragon obviously would be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Anyway, just to mention...
Is Blue Dragon...
Go on.
Is Blue Dragon also not on Game Pass?
Nope.
Yeah, I had to... I mean, it didn't cost me that much to get, but there's still...
Oh, you got...
I think...
Sorry, go on.
I think I did. I don't even remember at this point.
Well, if you want an RPG, just get this one instead. This one's better. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor right now. Anyway, the basic point is, again, there you go, and there you go. As you can see, like Theo said earlier, Mac is the more physical of the mortal fighters.
One thing I forgot to mention, I don't think I mentioned in one of the previous parts, but one thing that this does more than the Final Fantasy of the time, and technically speaking this still now, more control to the player. In this case, having a maximum of party members of 5, which was something that had not happened since Final Fantasy IV, which I do appreciate, because again, the more time passes, the less playable characters you do get in Final Fantasy. It kind of starts to get a bit annoying after a while.
To be fair,
it is nice to have what feels as close to the full set as possible on the field.
To be fair, in Rebirth and Remake, we can control free party.
True. Well, yes, I know, but I'm talking about as a general thing, because it was not living at the time. Have been a thing that has been happening for a while. Again, starting with the original 7, 9 was kind of an exception more than anything, but it never rose again after that.
Hell, remember how in most of 13 were all the parties split in parties of 2? Hell, Snow is actually alone during an entire section at one point.
That's mostly for the first major act. Even so, my point is that the maximum people you can control in battle for in general for the game are free for that game.
Yep.
I honestly feel like we didn't really get the party fully together until
That's not my
like
point, Rob. I'm talking
act.
about ideal conditions where you don't have this kind of, story-related hindrances.
Fair enough.
Alright, so what's your plan now?
What are you doing? Fire! Shoot them!
But the Queen is with them, sir!
I'm pretty sure he
I
doesn't
don't
care.
care.
Oh.
Yeah, he's taking he's taking the Dwebs approach right now.
Sorry, that sounded more like a Homer Simpson there. In fact, I believe he is just pulled a Homer Simpson. How could I miss?
You missed! How did you miss? He was right in front of you!
How could you miss?
That's my one card!
That back.
Purses foiled again.
And he just broke his hand.
Oh, my hand! Curse my insurmountable rage!
Not your hands fault you're a shit aim.
Wait! This outfit really is not good for running in!
Sorry about that thing back there.
You really should stop meeting like this, you two.
I didn't want to pull a stunt like that, but listen, did I hurt you? I'm sorry if I did.
Oh,
I
God.
didn't mean it.
That's
It's
a
fine.
fetish, isn't it?
Everyone is safe now, after all.
Well, you know. I should
Yeah,
really thank you for everything
everyone's
else
fine. No, never mind the
Since
damages.
these children were there.
It's okay, Jova. All of the citizens were evacuated to the safe zone.
You're acting kind of weird. You gotta curse.
Pretty embarrassing to have been killed by their own military.
Okay? Yes. Cook? Mac? Why are you two? Did something happen to your mother?
About that.
Oh, wow.
Well, to be fair, she didn't know.
Please don't let
She's
your
probably been so
spirits
cooped
fall.
up in that palace she wasn't able to find out.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention it happened literally like, what, an hour ago?
Also, I'll literally always be with you, because I'm an immortal.
Because my mom's just died. What do you think?
He's going to change from here on out.
I am?
What you said earlier, that we were friends, is it true? Yeah, but this isn't the best place to stop and talk about it. We need to get out of town.
What will you do, Your Highness? You
Yeah,
said
we're
earlier you
probably
couldn't
at the
because
top
you
of the
were
wanted
Queen.
list now.
I'll go with you. It seems I must. You come
Plot demands it.
Yes.
Well, to her, well, what else could she do at this point? Alright, let's go. And Ayashi's going like, court curses! Foiled again!
We went from running to walking.
We're being pursued by both Numara and Gongora. We should probably find a ride.
Ride? Where? How?
Let's go to the harbor. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Yeah, remember Seth used to be a pirate. So now we have the composite magic tutorial. Go ahead, Jova, you were saying? I'll explain this later. Go ahead.
I like how the cutscene shows them running from that rubble. Then we go to the next bit, which shows them walking from the rubble. So they ran for 10 seconds and then decided to just slow down to a walk, I guess.
Alright, so the basic gist of composite magic is that you need to have multiple spells, and you can mix them, or, and as you can see for the picture there, you can also have them be all, as in all flare, all aqua, as in it attacks all enemies. You know, kind of like how, you know, I'm sure you remember how in Final Fantasy VII you need to have an all materia attached to your materia in order to use it on all enemies. In here, it's all spells are their own section of magic, and you can see them here. Generate, generata, generatus, all generate, all generata, all generatus, and so on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. There you go. See, Paracure, which cures paralysis specifically. So basically, it's a mix of spells, as you can see.
Again, it's pretty neat as a personalized kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It takes a long time to learn these, though. They're the most powerful spells in the game, but as you can imagine, it takes a shit ton of grinding to get them learned. Kind of like Doomsday in Final Fantasy IX is like 250 AP or something like that.
Although it is supposed to literally be BB's last, major spell he learns.
That is
get it in the final dungeon.
Yeah, that is true. All right, everybody. Well, we're not going back to Numara anytime soon for obvious reasons.
I think we should maybe vacation somewhere else.
All right. Next up, everybody, we're going to try to find ourselves a boat. So see you then.
Yeah.
See ya.